Yeah, a lot of people have been asking, how do you shiny hunt in this game? And there's quite a few methods. The three that I'm going to be talking about over the course of the next few videos is going to be, there's the Masuda method, there is the using sandwiches, and then there's also the mass outbreaks. And then you can even do a combination of sandwiches with mass outbreaks as well to get some really insane shiny odds. But I don't believe that all of them are necessary to be successful with it. So I'm going to give you what I think is the best way to shiny hunt with the best odds with the least amount of effort in order to get some of the like crazy ingredients for sandwiches and stuff that seem to be a little bit tedious, right? So before we get into it, let's go over the shiny odds. Take a look at this. So this is Based Anubis posted the shiny odds in this game. Some of you may have seen this already. I'm gonna walk you through it. Don't worry too much about Terra Raid encounters and eggs. We're gonna be focusing on wild encounters. I don't really feel like going over Masuda. Masuda can give you the best shiny odds for eggs with breeding, but I'm not into breeding too much, so I really just want to focus on wild encounters, which is this part over here. And I think those are the most fun, so that's what I'm gonna focus on, okay? The base shiny rate, meaning if you start the game up and you go and try and find a shiny, the chance of you finding a shiny is going to be at the top right here. 1 in 4,096 chance to find a shiny, okay? You might notice you will find some mass outbreaks scattered throughout the Paldea region. If you do that and you KO 30 of the Pokemon in that mass outbreak, you will get a shiny roll and your odds will double to 1 in 2,048. Okay? And then again, if you get to 60 plus cleared in that same mass outbreak, you will get to 1 in 1365. Okay? So that's for a regular mass outbreak, no shiny charm. Now, if you get the shiny charm rate with nothing, if you just run around the Paldea region, gives you 2 additional rolls for a total of 3. So you will get a 1 in 1365 chance just running around and looking for Pokemon to be shiny, which is pretty cool. That's the same rate as it would have been if you did a mass outbreak with 60 plus kills with no shiny charms. So pretty good. You know, comparatively, if you did a mass outbreak with the shiny charm and you clear 60, your odds increase to 1 in 819. You get 5 total additional rolls for a total of 6. Or no, 5 total rolls, which is really, really, really cool. 1 in 819 when you're seeing 60 to 120 Pokemon is pretty insane. That's like a very, very, very good chance to get a shiny. And there's a picnic strategy to keep an outbreak going so that you don't actually lose the outbreak, and eventually you will run into the shiny and pretty much guarantee it if you spend enough time doing it. How do you get the shiny charm? So let's go back to the game. I'm going to show you how to get the shiny charm for those that don't know. When you collect all 400 Pokemon in the game, you have to catch every single Pokemon and complete the dex. Okay? You're going to make your way to the Yuva Academy. You're going to go over here. And you're going to go visit Jacques in biology. And when you talk to Jacques, I already have it, so it's not going to show. Jacques over here will give you rewards as you complete the Paldea dex. And there's 2 rewards that are really, really important in my opinion. The first one is the first one you get, and it's at 30 catches in your Pokedex. You go and talk to Jacques. He'll give you the TM for False Swipe, which, as you know, is really good for shiny hunting. It leaves Pokemon with 1 HP, which is like a very good chance to catch. And then the other one is the shiny charm, which when you complete the Pokedex, talk to Jacques, he will give you the shiny charm. And then all of your Pokemon in the game will have the shiny charm rate applied to them, okay? That's all fine and dandy. So now we have the shiny charm. I want to show you now what a mass outbreak looks like, okay? When you leave a Pokemon Center and you go to an area, like here, for example, and you go to your map, it's going to show you Pokemon here, okay? These are Pokemon that spawn around you, not guaranteed, but in the near vicinity, you are likely to encounter some of these Pokemon. All right, but these are not outbreaks. These are just spawns that can appear because they are showing on the map. But an outbreak is only seen, you can only see outbreaks if you look closely at this little image of the Pokemon. So let's go, you zoom out, and now those are gone, and it'll still show the ones that are outbreaks. So let's go look around. Look here. Okay, so we have a outbreak here of the Diet Zapdos. And you can tell it's a mass outbreak because I'm zoomed out on the map and it's still displaying, and it has like glowing icon behind it. You see that? That indicates that it's a mass outbreak. You can look around. I have another one for Vroom. What else? We have, ooh, we have a Miss Magius one up in the top left. Ooh, we have a Dreepy one over here. We can maybe try that one. And ooh, there's actually a Mischievous. Funny enough, we got Mischievous and Miss Magius, both of them. So, I don't know. Let's pick, I'm a big fan of Dreepy. I don't have a shiny Dreepy, so let's try and do that. So let's go over here. So what you're going to see here is you can use Sparkling Power, which is acquired by eating sandwiches that have the Herba Mysticas, which is a special herb you can get from doing tier 5 and tier 6 raids. And then if you make a sandwich and do and have the shiny charm and do outbreaks, you can get some pretty insane odds, like 1 in 683 to 1 in 512, like really, really high chance of a shiny. But there's a catch here, and this is what I think is the most important thing. I don't think it's worth using Sparkling Power level 3 in a mass outbreak, because using the picnic strategy that I'm going to demonstrate shortly, the thing is, the amount of effort it takes to get a sandwich with Sparkling Power level 3 is quite high. Those raids can be very tedious to do, and in my opinion, I think it's worth saving Sparkling Power level 3 for shiny hunts that are more complicated so that you can get the most out of them. Like, for example, hunting a Mon in Area 0 might be a good time to use one, or a rare spawn in the overworld would be a good time to use one. But because your odds are already so good with no sandwich power at all, like a 1 in 819 chance with just shiny charm and 60 plus cleared and the picnic strategy, it's pretty good. You can find a shiny relatively quickly. I even think you can find a shiny relatively quickly without the shiny charm using this exact strategy. And if you really feel like doing that, you can actually even increase encounters by eating sandwiches that are level 1 and level 2 that don't require the rare HM ingredient, the Herba Mystica. For the purpose of this, I think the smartest way to do it, to keep it simple, what you want to do is, if you have the shiny charm, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Just go to outbreaks and clear them, and you'll either have a 1 in 1365 chance without the charm, or a 1 in 819 chance with the charm. And obviously, having the charm makes a huge difference, because let's say 120 Pokemon, and you have a 1 in 819 chance, you have a very good chance of seeing a shiny in that amount of Pokemon. Like, it's pretty good. And even if you don't, you can keep it going with this picnic strat that I'm going to go over as soon as we get to this Dreepy. So let's go do it. So we found the mass outbreak of Dreepies. So if we look around, it's around here somewhere. There they are. Look at them. There's a million Dreepies. What we're going to do is we're going to use, because we're over water, not all Pokemon can use Let's Go mode in water. So what we want to do is find something that can. I personally have been using my shiny Honchkrow that I found in my playthrough. Flying Pokemon can defeat Mons that are floating above water, and you can also use water Mons if they are on the water. Okay, so in Let's Go mode, if you press the R button, it's going to start to defeat the Dreepies on its own. So we're going to count 30. Also, it's really important to note that when you do Let's Go mode, a lot of people might think, oh, I am afraid of killing the shiny if I do this. The game actually will not allow you to kill the shiny in Let's Go mode. So if a shiny appears and you see that your Mon isn't defeating the Mon in front of you, it could be a shiny and you might just not have noticed. But it's a fail-safe and you won't have to worry about accidentally killing the shiny, which is really nice. Okay, so now I've defeated... Oh my god, I can't see anything. Now I've defeated 30 of them. So now the odds have increased from 1 in 1365 to 1 in 1024. We just got an extra shiny roll every time a Dreepy appears. So now let's get to 60. Maybe we'll just get lucky and see it right away. Okay, 57, 58. So I didn't... 59. So, I don't know. This could be 60. Just to be safe, I'm going to do 5 more. And then we can comfortably say we are above 60. All right, so here's how it works. So now that we're over 60, this is what happens. If I were to keep defeating these Dreepies, eventually this outbreak would end. But you can see on the lower right corner of the screen, the map, that the Dreepy symbol is still there, which means that the outbreak is still active. So one thing that's interesting about these Dreepies is that if I open a picnic and then exit the picnic, it'll actually reset the spawns for the Dreepy outbreak. You will get new Dreepies. So you can just keep doing this over and over again, and it will give you a new set of Dreepies that you can find for as long as you need to until you get the shiny. So let's get off the bike. Let's open a picnic. It's really important. What you want to do also is you want to make sure you do it in an area that obviously allows for a picnic. And you want to do it in an area that kind of optimizes the spawns being Dreepies. So, like, for example, facing this direction here would be very good, because here you can see most of the mons are going to be Dreepies. There's a chance you might get other things like, you know, some of these Pokemon filling up the pool. So let's do it. Look, so now all the encounters are gone. There's no encounters now. So now let's finish up the picnic. And then these are all new Dreepies now. So what we're going to do is we're going to look around, and they all have the heightened shiny chance of 1 in 819, because I haven't had any sandwich boost to affect it. But I mean, 1 in 819 is extremely good considering how many you're checking at a time. So yeah, you're just gonna go around. You're gonna look at all of them carefully to see if you find it. We're looking for one with yellow ears. It doesn't appear to be here. There also, you know what? Another thing that's really important to say is that there's a very good chance that this gets patched. When Pokemon Legends Arceus was a thing, we saw a lot of updates to the game throughout the month and a half or 2 that the game came out, and a lot of changes happened to outbreaks throughout that month and a half, 2 months. So don't be surprised if this trick no longer works in a little while, and I guess enjoy it while it does. Dude, I hate Dreepy. This thing just refuses to shine for me. Frickin' Dreepy. Where's my shiny Psyduck to laugh at me? Oh my god, I literally fucking hate everything. I literally just said it, dude. I said it, and it knew. It knew. It just knows, bro. Freaking Psyduck, bro. I phased on Psyduck. There's 800 Dreepies, but I get the Psyduck. Of course, man. I love you. Oh! There it is. There it is. Nope. There it is. Hang on. So what you want to do for a shiny... You save the game. When you get a shiny in anything, you can save the game. It will still be there if you reset the game and you fail the shiny, okay? So let's encounter it. Beautiful. That is a shiny Dreepy, buddy. Nice. Let's trap it in a Quick Ball, because Quick Ball is beautiful for this thing. Fantastic. Critical capture, easy, bro. Right on the money. Fantastic. Mission accomplished, guys. We got our first one. First intentional hunt down. Yeah, don't hunt after 10 p.m. That's good advice. All right, I'm going to finish off this. There's another one. Look at this, too. Literally back-to-back shiny Dreepies, dude. Insane. Double shiny Dreepy. Absolute Giga Chad, bro. It's so insane, this method. You don't need sandwiches for this. Who the hell cares? Literally insane. Another one. Bingo. So that was a 1 in 819 chance of happening. It took me about 2 hours to get this shiny, and I phased on a shiny Psyduck. So, honestly, I mean, obviously this is just one instance, but I truly feel that using sandwiches for mass outbreaks, honestly, not worth it for the hassle that they are to make. Especially the ones that have the sparkle power to make shinies more common. I definitely recommend only using, if you can't, shiny charm and then 60 kills in the outbreak, and then maximize your shiny chance that way. At least until if this picnic strategy gets patched, then maybe you should consider using the sandwiches. But as long as this picnic strat exists, there is literally no reason, in my opinion, to use a sandwich for these. Save the sandwiches for more difficult shiny hunts so that you don't have to spend as much time grinding for the sandwiches because it's tedious. Also, one other thing, let's say you're looking around, right? And you don't like what you can see here. So like there's this one, there's this one, there's a bunch of them. If you are unhappy with the ones that you see, like the Miss Magius or the Varoom, whatever, you can actually go into your Switch, go to settings, and you can go down to date and time, which I believe is down here. Yep, at the bottom. And you can change the time, advance time by 1 day, close your game and reopen the game, and you'll have new spawns. So it's you can day advance and it'll give you new spawns as well. So if you're searching for a specific mon to have a mass outbreak of, that might be something you're interested in doing. Everybody's day advanced encounters or mass outbreaks are different. So what you get might be different from what someone else gets. And yeah, it's a pretty easy method with the picnic. So I hope it serves you guys well.